I felt like a failure in life. I felt worthless and I felt very lonely. I was suffering from severe depression. I decided to end it all. I drove to the nearest pharmacy and I bought some sleeping pills. This was not the first time I bought sleeping pills. I had a lot more at home, all of which I had bought earlier. I put the sleeping pills in the blender. Beat them all into powder. I finished taking all the sleeping pills. I said a prayer. I don't remember what I prayed that day. But I remember God's response. I heard a voice, "You have 2 minutes left to live. Get out of the apartment now or you will die there." I felt the walls and floor spinning. I knocked on my neighbor's door and I asked him to call emergency services for me because I felt like I was dying. The latter memory started to become a blur. I don't know how I got to the hospital. Suddenly, I felt my body become relaxed. I found myself in another world. Everything around me was alive. The light was brighter than I had ever seen. The colors were also more vibrant. Here, I did not feel fear. I didn't have the pain I had before. I knew it was the power from the angels. They greeted me with the warmest energy. They embraced me. They surround me. Their hearts glowed. My heart also glowed with a faint light that I could feel telepathically. I asked them if what I was experiencing was real. The angels answered telepathically that it was real. Then I asked them, "Am I dead?" They answered me telepathically, "Your body is dead." Although I had swallowed a lot of sleeping pills, I did not feel any physical pain here. The angels said, "We need to take you to another place. People who die unexpectedly go there. That place can heal my broken heart." They assured me telepathically that everything would be okay. They began to heal me. I saw no other spirits. Only I stayed in this warm place by myself. I felt very safe while they worked. I lay quietly, feeling that I was never alone, and it was a great comfort to me. I trust them. I love them. They move with such grace. When the angels finished their treatment, they gently left. I lay there calmly, with beautiful music accompanying me. But I did not see any device playing music. I felt love and peace. It seemed that every cell of my being was restored and renewed. I expressed my gratitude to the angels. Then another group of angels took me on the next leg of the journey. We floated in the air. They took out a glowing robe and put it on me. All the angels put on similar robes of light. Our robes were white and the angels' robes were brighter and more vibrant. We moved on and the angels guided me to a vast space. I saw a crystal palace that shone brighter than the sun. It radiated a purer light. I also saw a larger group of angels, and I felt very nervous. They welcomed me with open arms. They reminded me that this was a very safe place. I was in awe of their beauty and radiance. They asked me a question, "Are you happy with your life on earth?" I bowed my head. I replied, "Not at all. I don't think life has any meaning." I didn't know what happiness really meant. Their question stumped me. It was so simple, but so profound. They explained, "I am loved by God." They asked me if I believed in God. I replied, "I believe in God." When I answered, I did not hesitate for a moment. They assured me that I was worthy of God's love. I thanked them, and I learned to create joy in my life in my own way. They also explained that I could see my future life now if I chose to go back and move on, but that the memories of this place would also be erased when I left. And I cannot intervene in any way. God honors all our choices. This is a soul contract, and there are no restrictions or penalties. When the angel explained the terms of the soul agreement to me, I was not blamed or punished. As I absorbed the information, I felt the pain of my parents, who were grieving more than I could have imagined because of my departure. The angel assured me that if I chose to go back, I would not experience physical pain. My grief would dissipate over time. In an instant, I was back on Earth and I was lying in an ICU bed and I felt very weak. It took me a few minutes to realize where I was and what had happened. I had been in the ICU for 3 days. When I came back, I felt that something had changed in me. Death wasn't that scary. For the rest of my life, I stayed healthy. These are my experiences and how this experience has changed my life. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story, and God be with you.